All right, so a lot happened. International break, like we said, you touched on Salisu Yusuf while you were doing the intro on the show, and I want us to talk about Salisu Yusuf. A lot of people have come out to say, he was banned before. Why bringing him back to the Super Eagles fold? Is a man who served the punishment. He managed the Nigerian Waffle team in Ghana, I think, and he was caught receiving bribe on camera, and he served the suspension 1 year. But I mean, his recall hasn't sat down well with quite a number of people. There are a lot of people out there who could do the job. He's a good manager, no doubt.
Like,
He's a good manager, but there are a lot of people out there. That's the talk out there that they should have looked out for someone else. Why recalling somebody who's been banned before to come be in the Super Eagles fold? I mean, this is the national team. Now we know he's been banned. He accepted it, and he didn't deny the fact that he collected the bribe and all that. But Salisu Yusuf returned. General likes him. No doubt. We asked General this question last time. He's happy to receive him back. But do you share the same thought with people? He's been banned before. Why bringing him back to Super Eagles fold and all that?
Nigeria is a country of people who live in. Nigeria is a dystopian country, but the people who live in it wants to believe that we live in a utopian country. By that I mean that we are very, very dysfunctional, but we go out there and pretend like we are not a dysfunctional country. So first off, one of the things that I like about life is I like people who are realists.
Yeah.
Because there's no idealistic world out there. Sam Allardyce was caught in the same act, removed from the English national team, but then he went on to get a club job in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Nobody said that, he's going to repeat it there. In law, there's something called double jeopardy. Double jeopardy means that you can't punish a person twice for the same crime. Even though you can prosecute the person multiple times, if you're not satisfied with the first prosecution, you can go on again and fight. But you cannot, say, if they sentence you to jail for 5 years for stealing, then you come out of jail, they can't now rearrest you for that same crime and prosecute you again. That's what double jeopardy is. So you would always be given a chance to live your life. Now, life in itself generally is filled with the story of the comeback story is the sweetest story in the universe. In the human existence, the comeback story is the sweetest story. Why do we talk about 1999 Champions League win? It's because of the comeback. Why do we remember Newcastle playing 4-4 draw with Arsenal in the Premier League? It's because of the comeback. Why do we remember Liverpool winning AC Milan in the finals of Champions League in Istanbul? It's because of the comeback. Now, human existence is filled with the beauty of the comeback story. I don't think that because the coach was caught in what it was in the mess that he was caught in, then all of a sudden he should not be banished from the national team forever. That's not going to happen. That's one. On the flip side, and I always like to say this, but people, why are you saying it? But it's the truth. I don't see anybody come out to argue against it. One of the key points of Nigeria is divided along the lines of geopolitical zone, federal character representation, and all of that. Right now, it's a case of who the cap fits. I'm not trying to bring Abacha back, but it's a case of who the cap fits. And from the northern part of Nigeria, the only coach that fits the bill is Salisu Yusuf. Unless the north comes out and say, no, okay, we don't want him to fill in the void on our behalf. We want somebody else to represent us. Malikawa, is he ready to be in the national team setup? Does he look like somebody who wants to be in the national team if he's getting club jobs where they are paying him 4 million, 2 million, and the rest of them, and then he wants to go coach in the national team where they will not pay him for months? So I don't think that's any need. Then the third point on this Yusuf matter is, why do we in Nigeria always cry about the symptoms when we should be dealing with the virus? We shouldn't cry about the symptoms. Most, and I'm going to say this, every Nigerian coach, every Nigerian coach collects money. So if you're going to say remove Salisu Yusuf and there are other qualified coaches there, that coach is collecting money already somewhere where he's working, and if he goes to the national team, he will also collect money. So let's not pretend like they don't collect money. We saw Stephen Keshi. We see this thing happens everywhere. There is not a Nigerian coach that can beat their chest and say, I don't collect money. The one that's not collecting money is waiting to collect. You know how one politician came out and said, those that are waiting to steal money from Nigerian treasury are more than those who are already stealing. That's what we have in Nigeria. And let's not pretend about it. So if you're saying, oh, kick Salisu Yusuf out, bring somebody else, that person is just going to sit in there and collect money. And this is how Nigeria is. You know how when you get appointment, the first thing they tell you is, oh, Baba, we'll go wash our more. What will they wash? Are you a laundryman? Are you working in the car wash? What will they wash? We'll go wash our means, bro, Steve money make we share. That's what it literally means. It's a code word for, bro, Steve money make we share. That's how we all are. And people don't like it when you go on radio like this and make a general statement, but that's a fact. It's a statement of fact. You buy your own cap, even if you borrowed money to do it, people want you to do washing. You set up your, you know how many people tell me every day, oh, Baba, we'll go watch am on this studio. Ah, Baba, we'll watch am. I snap picture with FIFA president. People say we'll go watch am. I was like, what are we watching? I don't understand. I snap a picture with FIFA president. What did they give me money? So that's the country we live in. Why is anybody saying Salisu Yusuf has served his own time? And then another caveat to this conversation that should have just saved everything, that should nail Salisu Yusuf from even coming back. Nigeria had a chance to present its case that there are other coaches that should be in the place of Salisu Yusuf. Sheikh Joseph Yobo is the assistant coach of Ghana, according to the structure that we have. Now, Joseph Yobo had a chance to say, okay, let me step in and take the home-based Eagles to go play against Mexico. When we're going to go and play the Mexican national team, who did we have as the coach of the team? It was Austin Eguavon. Who is Austin Eguavon? Austin Eguavon is the football director of the Nigerian Football Federation. Is a football director supposed to step in to become a coach? Has it ever happened anywhere in the world? Nobody. All of these guys who are getting excited, hot-panted, acting like they know football. Nobody said anything. Everybody kept quiet. Nobody called Joseph Yobo to task. That what kind of assistant are you that you don't owe? So when the foreign-based players, is it another Amokashi was selling switch wristwatch to the national team players? When the home base are in camp, you don't participate in the national team again. You're no longer the assistant coach of the national team. But when the foreign base are in camp, oh, your job is to do bodyguard for the foreign base national team, but you don't do anything with the home base national team. That's the question that we're supposed to be asking. If Joseph Yobo had taken the mantle of leadership and say, you know what, I want to do this, and then spoke with the NFF and say, you know what, I'm cutting my teeth. I think once in a while, organize a Chan Eagles camping training. Let me just familiarize with them, pending whenever it happens. And we saw it's working. You know how we always say show working. And we saw it's working, and we can attest to the fact that, oh, the man knows what he's doing. Maybe we will not be discussing Salisu Yusuf right now. But since he left, since Salisu Yusuf left, the question I'm always going to ask anybody is, have we had anybody who filled in the void, or we just have people who love to travel at the expense of the NFF? People who just like to enjoy. Some people who have retired but are refusing to get out of the scene because all their life they lived it within the national team environment, that they cannot see themselves living outside the national team. Once the national team gathers, they come together. Because I keep asking myself, what is just, I don't have anything against Joseph Yobo, but I'm just saying, what is he doing? What kind of assistant is he? Because all I see is him standing, speaking with one funny accent I don't know, and then from him, whether he's bodyguard, PA, I don't really know what his job is. Nobody's asking that question. Those are the questions we need to ask. Salisu Yusuf is back because Ghana said that's the man he wants. There must be something right that he's doing that make Ghana wants him back. And since Salisu Yusuf left, we've not had home-based Eagles have anything to do, any engagement. That's something we should worry ourselves about. And if Joseph Yobo is not doing that, then Salisu Yusuf, nature harbors vacuum. Salisu Yusuf has to come in and fill that vacuum. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.